On this week's episode of the Fizz, we got an awesome episode for you. It is me and Ice Cold Brew Lou catching up about Pure Michigan summer, what TV we're watching. We tell a great tale of the greatest Youper of all time named Timber Tony. You're going to want to hear that. And then we're talking about the Detroit Tigers, the Stanley Cup Finals, the U.S. Open. And then, of course, we close with our singular over-under. But before we get into all of that, I want to tell you about my favorite restaurant in the world, and that's Antonio's Cucina Italiana. They have locations all over Michigan, Dearborn Heights, Farmington Hills, Canton, Dearborn, and Livonia. This is my favorite Italian restaurant in the world. I've been going here since I was a kid, so I am so excited that they are sponsoring and helping out with the Fizz. They are a family company. They do everything with tradition. Everything is made the old-fashioned way. They have signature dishes like gnocchi Rita. It's served with Mama Rita's special pancetta and mushroom sauce, spaghetti carbonara alla Bocelli, a recipe that Andrea Bocelli prepared himself in the Antonio's kitchen. So you're going to want to go there, check out their menu, order some amazing food. And one thing you'll always get when you go to Antonio's is a basket of garlic bread. And the garlic bread is absolutely the best bread I've ever had in my whole life. You're going to want to take a basket of it home with you. So go check them out. That's Antonio's and all the locations I mentioned. And then there's Roman Village in Dearborn. But now let's get into the Fizz. Hello and welcome to episode 187 of the Fizz. Thank you all for joining us. It is Thursday at 2:15, and I am with one of the main men, Ice Cold Brew Lou. Chaney football schedules got a little crazy. We had to cancel recording yesterday, so he's out. Mostly my fault. But we got Ice Cold today. You got Frankie Fast Hands. Lou, how we doing?
We're good, baby. We're good. We're still out here. We're delivering it to the people. We come through, whether it's one of us, it's two of us, it's three of us, the show goes on.
Yes. And sometimes there's even none of us.
Sometimes nobody shows up and nothing's recorded.
Right. But we appreciate you guys checking the Spotify, the Apple Podcasts every week. So here we are on a beautifully warm.
About time, dude.
About time. Yesterday, I felt like it was like the first day.
Yesterday was really nice, dude. I sat outside till like 9:30 or something like that on the patio, and I was like, "This is good. This is what I signed up for."
Yes, I did dinner outside. Just didn't want to leave the outdoors. Cracked myself a Surfside. Had some shish kebabs. Big shish kebab in the summer. I don't know about you.
I love shish kebabs, dude. I'm a huge shish kebab guy. But yeah, like you said though, that's purely a summer thing. I don't think I've ever had a shish kebab in the wintertime.
I don't even think about it.
No. Are you a chicken? You go red, white meat? Where you at on the bobs?
We did both. We had the beef, we had the chicken. The beef were way better, and the beef are always better. But it's just dependent on how they're cooked, honestly. But I mean, beef, if you do them right, like in my opinion, is always going to be better than chicken.
Yep, no doubt. Are we talking like green pepper on there, onion?
Oh yeah. Yep. We did
tomato maybe.
Yeah, green pepper, red pepper, onion, and Italian marinade on the chicken, and then garlic and herb on the beef.
Oh, I love that.
As well as the spread yesterday.
Sounds great. I'm starving right now, to be honest with you. I haven't had lunch today.
Yeah, no, neither have I. I had like a piece of banana bread that's been like laying around the office for a few weeks.
Yeah, I had a shitty banana this morning. The thing was like wilting. I opened it up and it was just brown, and I just closed my eyes and ate it. Potassium. You got to have it. You have to.
Got to have it, dude.
You have
Banana
to.
Boys. This is the Banana Boys show. We don't need Chandler.
Banana boat for the Banana Boys.
We got to get on one of those. Get all the guys on it. All four of us with producer Mike.
Yeah, and banana hammocks.
Oh, yeah. That would be good. That would really help the following, I think.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you get the clicks and the views. I don't know if the comments would be great, but
I don't read those.
Yeah, no, of course not. Never do.
You can't, dude. Unless you want to muck it up. Sometimes I don't feel like mucking it up.
What any catch up from this weekend? Anything going on with you?
This weekend went and played a little golf. Shot a 104. Scores aren't there yet, but I'm telling you, Lou, the driver found it.
Okay.
Found it.
That's
found
a big
every
step.
fairway. Now I just got to work on everything else, and I'm going to be nasty. I'm telling you. That's how it's going.
That's good, man. Well, as long as it's, a couple small errors that you can fix, you see the improvements in the game. That's number one, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you. What about you?
Yeah, no, I had a pretty That was a pure Michigan right there. Yeah, no. I had a pretty chill weekend actually, dude. I needed to recoup after the barefoot weekend, movement the
Yeah.
weekend before that. It was just nice to kind of like lay around. Went by my parents, helped my dad open up the pool, did, a little bit of that type of stuff, but nothing too crazy.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Well, we did some, I watched a few things on TV. Curious, have you seen the Manhunt Osama bin Laden doc?
I have not, dude. I've heard nothing but good things from it. That's definitely on the radar.
I'm in shock that you haven't seen it. I thought for sure we'd have a nice talking point there, but if you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna just talk to myself.
I haven't. Just with some of those things, it's like I feel like every year they come out with like a new 9/11 or like some crazy event that happened in the world, the OJ Simpson trials, and like every year they remake it, and I'm like, isn't it like kind of the same information, that
Yeah.
they're just regurgitating? But this one
Kinda.
I did hear a lot of good feedback on, and the Bin Laden one, so I'll give that one a go.
I feel like this one, I do agree with you, and they get me every time, especially like OJ. I've watched like every OJ thing that's ever been
It's like, what else can you tell me about the OJ trial that I don't know?
I will say I felt like this American Manhunt, this one, like had more access to like CIA information than I'd ever heard in my life. Like I was actually very, very surprised at the amount of like how open everyone was about like the plans and how they found stuff and how they tracked things down. And like, I thought it was a lot of information. It was pretty entertaining. And it's just, I mean, halfway through, I'm just like, this is crazy how long it took with the amount of resources we have to catch this guy.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, he was hiding in holes though, dude. He was fucking off the map, literally.
And but it's pretty like the mission they carry out to go get him, like leading up to it's like.
What was the other movie or show they made about it like a few years ago that was really good?
Not Zero Dark 30.
Zero
right?
Dark 30. Yeah. That was a long time ago, actually, not a few years. But yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, yeah,
because that rocked.
Mm-hmm. And it is like the mission. They talk about all that.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, so
I'll give that a go. Have you? Let me throw one back at you. Have you tried the new tires with Shane Gillis, the season 2?
Nope. See, now I'm missing. No, I saw season 1. Of course, saw season 1. How was season 2?
Season 2 has been way better than season 1, in my opinion. I'm a Gillis fan, but I'm not gonna slappy here and say like season 1 was incredible. I thought it was like the most okay show. Like it was just very middle of the road. Felt like a lot of the jokes were like either like forced or it wasn't natural, dude. You know how like some of the comedies and shows like that you watch, it's just the flow is there and it's just like they're not even trying to be funny and it's actually funny. Whereas like season 1 of Tires, I felt like they were just trying to be so funny every single time. Whereas season 2 is like a little bit more of that flow that I was talking about.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like we've talked about this before. Like, love Shane Gillis. Think he is hilarious. Like his Beautiful Dog stand up is one of my favorite.
Same.
But I definitely thought Tires was like very forgettable. Like I don't remember any lines from it. Like there was no real depth to it, no storylines. Like it was just kind of like Shane Gillis's like stand up, like put on skits.
Right.
But like, and I was just kind of like, I'd rather watch him do stand up. So I'll check out Tires though, season 2 for sure. I didn't hate it or anything, but it's just one of those, like, I'm never going to put that back on or remember really anything from it.
For sure. And the good thing about it too, is like, it's an easy watch at night, like fresh off a bowl or something, like 25, 30 minute episodes. Sure. You're not like, you don't have to lock in and like follow along or some crazy storyline. It's just, some good laughs and an easy watch at night.
Yeah. I like that.
So I did want to bring up one thing though. Speaking of, we're in Michigan, all big Michigan guys here, not the university, of course.
No.
It is June. Have you ever heard of a gentleman by the name of Timber Tony?
I have not. I'm unfamiliar with his work.
So I stumbled across this on X actually last year, but it was in the wintertime, and I put a note in my phone for this year to be like, okay, bring this up in the summer because this is like a summertime tale. But basically Timber Tony, I've never heard this before. We've been here forever. I was kind of surprised by it that I've never heard it, but he is like Mr. UP. He is the ultimate Youper, if you will.
Okay.
This guy was born in June, so I guess it kind of works out that we're talking June. But he did one of the most incredible feats still to this day that any man has ever done. This guy had no rowing experience, so I'm talking about a boat. No rowing experience, and he could not swim. He couldn't swim. He set off on a 12-foot, 110-pound canoe and rowed from Sault Ste. Marie to New York City over 2,000 miles, arriving in 80 days.
When did he do this?
This was in 1964, it says. 1964.
Dude, you type in Timber Tony, and the first result that comes up on Google is the greatest youper of them all.
Yes, dude, this guy is an absolute legend. The more I dug into it, like, he was doing 40 miles a day through Lake Huron, the Detroit River, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario, Mohawk River, Hudson River, all the way until he got to New York City. And this was like pre-electronics, obviously. This was pure map and star guided. It's just a crazy thing to think about, that this guy was rowing fucking 2,000 miles in a boat. And like, dude, the Great Lakes, those aren't no fucking inlet little bitch lakes. Like, they get rough out there.
Yeah, come on. You don't have to sell. They're the Great Lakes for a reason.
Right. Capital G. And
just like, I don't care if you're in a stationary pool. Like, you get tired. You flat out get tired. Look at this. Here's the quick yeah, dude. Any conversation about the greatest youper of all time pretty much begins and ends with Timber Tony. Tony Calorie was born in Sault Ste. Marie in 1918 and picked up the nickname Timber Tony because he mostly made his living as a self-employed lumberjack. He chopped firewood on his property and cut down trees in town, suffering from Dutch elm disease. I'm going to need you to look up Dutch elm disease.
I got you.
While I read this next paragraph. By the time he was in his 30s, he was already a local legend, but during the summer of 1964, he became a legend across the country when he decided to row a boat from Sault Ste. Marie to New York City, some 2,000 miles in less than 80 days. Why? Just for the hell of it. That is insane.
Yeah, that is insane. I mean, like, just to think about it. Oh, here we go. Dutch elm disease is a serious fungal disease that affects elm trees. He had it, or the tree had it?
I thought he had it.
Hold
on. I don't know.
This is like saying it's like a fungus that the tree gets.
Oh yeah, he chopped down firewood on his property and cut down trees in town, suffering from Dutch elm disease.
Okay, so he was clearing out the disease,
Dutch
bro.
elm.
I got
rid of it. Yeah,
okay.
This guy's got nothing wrong with him.
Man, we're just learning so much today, bro.
This is the most informative Fizz we've had maybe ever.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, what's that lady from Magic School Bus? I kind of feel like her right now. Miss
Frizzle?
Yeah, dude.
Is it Frizzle? I think it's Frizzle.
I think it's Fizzy.
Is it Fizz?
I think it's Miss Fizz.
Miss Fizz.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Let's get her on here. How'd you stumble upon Timber Tony?
Dude, it was just random as fuck. Last year, I was just scrolling through some shit, and like my algorithm is like weird, and I somehow I'll leave it at weird.
Yeah,
and
that's good.
Somehow came across this, and I was like, I've never fucking heard of this guy, and just kind of deep dove into it. And it was in the winter time, and I'm like, I can't really talk about this like in the middle of winter, so I put it in my notes in my phone, and like today I was looking through some old shit and found it. I was like, oh, perfect,
dude. On June 13th, 1964, the 45-year-old bachelor put his boat in the water and started rowing. He had no two-way radio or navigation device with him, just some maps. He took a bottle for water and some food. He threw in a blanket and a pillow. He didn't bring a change of clothes.
That's you want to talk about grit.
Timber Tony, dude.
By definition.
His rowboat was basically a modified 12-foot canoe. It had a seat in the middle and no cover or anything to shield him from the elements.
I mean, this guy was a hero there, dude. He had a parade in the UP. He was greeted by news stations and journalists when he arrived in New York. Locals said that his heart was still beating stronger than ever when he was on his deathbed. Think about that. Are you dead, though? You ain't fucking dead if your heart's beating.
That's what I was going to ask, Lou. What wiped them out?
Let's see. Elm disease or whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah, Dutch elm. Dutch elm.
He got Dutch ruddered by his brother that put him down.
I'm looking really quick. See if we can. In 1993, at the age of 75, Timber Tony's body finally gave out, but not without a fight. I'll tell you what, I was at the hospital when he was dying, this guy said. The doctor came in and they said Tony's organs were shutting down. And then the doctor said his heart just won't quit. It's strong. That was Timber.
Fuck, dude. This guy's I might have to get like a Timber Tony poster or something, like just for some inspiration. I might have to make shirts,
dude, or some hats.
Dude, fucking perfect.
Probably some flannels, though,
couple
right?
little summer vibe Timber Tony.
Yeah, maybe I should make flannels with no sleeves.
Oh my God, dude. You're hitting the nail on the head here. Maybe Mickey Redmond will sign off on them, too.
I'd like to see Mickey in a sleeveless summer flannel. We need to make summer flannels. So we'll just buy flannels. We'll spend like 3 days just cutting the sleeves off.
And then on the back, it just says like greatest of all time. And it's just the UP picture.
Yeah, greatest Youper.
Fucking crazy. Phenomenal, dude. Yeah, so I figured that was a pretty cool story. You definitely wanted to discuss, you know?
No, I agree. That's really cool. What a fucking legend. What a legend. Thank you to Michigan Enjoyer, michiganenjoyer.com for everything I read there. That was impressive. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Yeah. Speaking of impressive, Stanley Cup Finals going on.
Yep.
Florida Panthers, in my opinion, look like all roads are leading to a repeat after game 2.
Yeah. After game 3.
After game 3, thank you. After game 2, not so much. After game 3.
Game 1 and 2, I was like, fuck, we got a series here, baby. 1 OT in the first one, 2 OTs in the second one. I mean, those first 2 games were like the epitome of hockey. Like
must-watch hockey.
Everything you want to know about hockey, or if you've never watched hockey in your entire life and you watch those games, that's what hockey is.
Yes, that's why we love it. That's why it rocks. Couple of things from, those first 2 games. I mean, even the third one a little bit. Like Marchand and Perry, I just got to say, Marchand's like 37-38. He scored the go-ahead goal, or the tying goal, the last goal for the Panthers. Then he had the overtime winner, and then he had the first goal in game 3. Whether you like that guy, you hate that guy, you love that guy, you got to respect him. That guy is just a winner, a competitor. Wherever he goes, he finds magic, and he steps up in the biggest games. That guy is like build the statue if he's on your team. If that guy was in Detroit, he'd be my favorite player, no doubt.
It's not even close. Not even same with like a Tom Wilson. Like that is my favorite type of fucking hockey player. Not even close.
Just a menace.
Yes.
And then our scoring goals, like unreal.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you got Corey Perry. Corey Perry is scoring goals as well. 40 years old. Just these fucking Iron Men. Like 40 years old playing in the Stanley Cup Finals, and he's been in the last like 6 finals.
Lost them all.
Yeah, lost them all.
That's
absolutely
crazy.
Lost them all.
That's even
but he's played
crazy.
like 100 games a year.
Yeah, he has.
Crazy. So I was pretty torn on who I was rooting for in this series. Honestly, right down the middle. Like Florida won it last year, but I kind of like that team more in general. I think Kachuk like rocks, and I don't know. Florida's just like
Sam Bennett rocks.
I just like aspire for the Red Wings to be them.
Yes.
And Edmonton, has got McDavid, and like I think he deserves a cup. Like he's the best player in the world. So I was kind of like, all right, why not just have him split them? And then I watched that game 3, man, and I just thought Edmonton was like the most bitchy pussy no-show team I've ever seen. Like you're getting your ass kicked, you're getting drummed, and they're just taking cheap shots at all the best players. And like, I just thought that was so lame. McDavid was completely invisible. You got fucking Wallman, who for some reason is like half the Red Wings fan base's hero, shooting water into the bench. Yeah, I know his glove got taken and thrown in the bench, and you may see no logic in this, and that's just fine with me. His glove getting taken and thrown in the bench is funny. Getting the glove back and then like hosing him down over the fucking press box with water is just fucking lame.
He was spraying the fucking commentator in the middle section. He wasn't even spraying it into the bench.
Yeah, Boucher's banging on the glass and shit, dude. Like, I don't know. I got no love for Wallman.
Go out there and fucking fight someone. Don't be a pussy.
And he was like cheap shotting guys late in the he was fucking sucker punching guys too.
Yeah, I agree.
That guy stinks. I'm so upset that Edmonton acquired him. Like, I wish they just fucking sent him to San Jose and kept him there.
Yeah, and dude, I agree with you like 100%. Where I was very torn on who I wanted to root for because it's like Florida, whatever. I mean, they play the style of hockey that I love. They have a bunch of players that I really like, but it's like you got to have your fucking all-star, the face of the NHL, Mr. Connor McDavid. Like, I really do want him to get a cup. Draisaitl has been nothing but pure entertainment since he's gotten into the league. You got Evander Kane who's knocking people out, Snipes as well. I do like the Oilers. Their goalie sucks, Skinner, but
Yeah.
after the third game, like they looked so soft, and it just looked like the Panthers have already mentally won. And I feel like if the Panthers win Game 4, like that's it.
Forget it.
That's
Forget
it. Yes.
So I will say, without a doubt, fucking Edmonton's a professional team. Hard to beat a team twice in a row at any level in the pros, especially Stanley Cup Finals. Edmonton comes back and wins today. Number one, I'll be very impressed that they got this win on the road. And number two, I mean, they're right back in it. I still think Florida takes this series in 6, no matter what. But I think Florida wins today, Edmonton wins Game 5, and then Florida takes it home in Game 6.
Yeah, I could see that. I do hope Edmonton wins just for the sake of watching more hockey until it ends. But
yeah,
I'm very skeptical on them after that last one. But dude, it's hard to fucking come back after beating someone down 6-1. Like your head's through the roof. You basically ragged out their whole team at the end of the game, and then now you got to go do it again.
Yeah, and they're in Florida. I mean, it's going to be bonkers in there. I'm excited for it. We'll see. We'll see if Edmonton can bounce back. I got Florida winning this game and just.
You know what else I saw too is this was the first finals rematch since 08-09. Guess who that was?
Yeah, we know.
Fuck.
09 was the lockout year though.
Yep.
Yeah. Were we talking about the rematch games that every player who's considered really great won their first cup, beating the same team they played in back-to-back years?
I don't think so.
So Crosby's first cup was obviously versus us that he lost the year before. Wayne Gretzky's first cup was against the Islanders, but he lost to them the year before. And here's McDavid losing to Florida, playing him again.
Let's see.
Well, yeah. So see what happens.
What's your prediction for the next one? Give me a score prediction
for tonight.
Yeah.
I see Florida winning. I'm going to say Florida 4-2. Empty net goal win. I think it's a lot closer of a game, but I got Florida winning 4-2 tonight.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think the Oilers rebound here. I think they give them a game. I'm gonna go 4-3 Edmonton.
Overtime?
Why not? Fuck it.
Sure. There you go.
I'll give home ec another shot.
Sure. I had a shitty bet loss if you'd like to hear about it.
Of course. I love hearing about your losses. I never want to hear about your wins. I know that.
Yeah. Took Florida money line last game. Felt great. Should have just done that. And then you'd probably think this hit. I took Bennett over 2.5 shots, but he finished with 2. One of them was a fucking goal. Should have just taken him to score a goddamn goal.
That's the worst. Dude, and how can we talk about SGPs for the NHL games? Like, they're ridiculous. It's almost like the Scotty Scheffler of PGA. It's like they make it unbettable. Like, they got Draisaitl's even money to score a goal. McDavid's minus 110 to get a goal. It's there's no point of even fucking betting on it.
Yes, it's stupid. And I normally don't take shots on goal bets because I just think they're stupid. I don't know. They suck for the exact reason that just happened to me.
Yeah, but it makes a game more entertaining. It's every single time he gets the puck, you're like, okay, come on, fucking fire one at the net.
I know.
Who cares when you just fucking shoot it?
Dude, and he had a shot on goal in the first 3 minutes, and then he buried that goal early. I'm like, okay, he's gonna flip one more at the net. But I think this is probably the root of why I was so fucking pissed, because Edmonton started attacking everybody. So all the stars sat. No one was out there. So Bennett didn't play the last he was part of that 5-on-5 brawl that Florida seemed to win every fight of.
Yep.
So he never went back out there. Bullshit. Whatever. Just losing bets. That's how she goes. You want to talk some Tigs?
Yeah, let's talk some little Tigers.
All right.
The boys are going downtown.
Tigers come off a huge series win versus the Cubs. Absolutely awesome. Beat them 2 out of 3. Move on to the Baltimore Orioles, who have actually been pretty hot team.
Beat the fuck out of us yesterday.
Absolutely smoked us. I thought Casey Mize played pretty well, had 7 strikeouts. He usually doesn't get
No,
up
he's
to
usually
that
like
many.
a 3 or 4 guy.
100%. And I always take the over on his strikeouts, and didn't last night, of course. That's just how she goes. That's how the bets are going.
Yep.
So tonight, Scooble, 6:30. Tigers are series winners, masters. I mean, they've only lost like 2 or 3 series this whole year. You got to go, no doubt, throw the missile, over strikeouts for Scooble, and Tigers money line. I wonder what that even gets you. I wonder what his strikeouts are set at. Do you want to guess?
I'm going to say they're at 6.5.
All right, I'm logging in right now. Let's see what we got. Logging on to Caesar Sportsbook. You can always click the link in the Champagne bio if you want to get some promo codes for signing up for Caesars. Helps the biz a lot. So if you're looking to help the biz, go click that link. I am looking right now at what...
You can also help yourself by sitting on the couch and making some money.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Help me help you.
Yeah, well, why don't we just all help each other? All right, pitching. What'd you say the number?
I said 6.5 strikeouts.
Ooh, he's up to 7.5, and it's minus 180.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, fuck. I like the under. You know, it's like, god damn, I can't even bet that.
All right, let's see what
2 to 1 to get fucking 8 strikeouts. It's like it's not. I'd rather just pick them to win.
Okay, actually, I'm taking this bet all day. Tigers money line with Scooble over 7.5 Ks is plus 120.
Okay,
Sign
I like
me
that.
Up. Yeah, sign me up. We're getting right in there with that one. We're gonna place this one live.
Oh, I
on
like it.
Caesars.
Click the button. Click the button.
Done. Placed. Tigers are hot. They got a pretty favorable schedule coming up. Last week we were talking about Ludacris. We will be in the area tomorrow. Been bugging the Tigers. Thought they might send us some tickets. We have not received tickets, so we're just going to do it ourselves. So we're going to shoot some video on the outside. Friday night fireworks tomorrow. I figured it's going to be a big crowd.
Yeah, for sure.
Ohio team. And then the Ludacris concert after. So we're gonna try to scalp tickets live on video.
Yep.
Not live, but we're gonna do a video afterwards. And see if we can get in. See what kind of night we're gonna have. I don't know. We're just gonna keep it open ended.
We're gonna eat them up. We're gonna eat them up, boys.
It's a good call. It's a very good call.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm excited for that. We need some. We can't just be like giving tickets all the time. Like Tigers walking us around. Eat this food. Here's some free tickets.
Right.
It's like, dude, you gotta fucking earn it. Enough of this like handouts, dude.
I agree. It's Timber Tony time.
Let's grit it up. Let's earn our tickets. Let's earn our keep, and let's get that W tomorrow. And then we're fucking banging. I'm coming for that number 1 spot.
Luda. One big Tigers note: Jackson Jobe done for the year. Fucking sucks. Probably like one of my favorite Tigers. Just love that he's a fucking gas thrower. Love that he's like 20 years old. Really blows that he is done for the year. I mean, it's good that he's getting the surgery now when he's as young as possible. He'll come back stronger, but man, that fucking sucks to lose that piece of the rotation, especially in the year we're having. I'm pretty sure we were like fucking 9-0 every time Job took the hill.
Wow.
The boys were always hitting for the young man. Even if he was giving up runs, the boys always had his back. So I'm pissed about it. Tigers are going to have to add an arm this summer without a doubt. You're the number 1 team in the MLB. You got to jump through the window when you have the chance. So just go fucking get somebody, Scott Harris, for the love of God. Get a reliever, get a starter, get a bat, whatever you got to do. Make this happen. Let's have a deep October run.
Yep. And I did see a couple things on X that were saying Scott Harris he was quoted saying like, we're coming to buy this summer.
Good.
Like, we're buying. So
we deserve it here, dude.
Let's go. I mean, Detroit sports are on the rise here. We're fucking dominating the MLB. We're in the driver's seat. Why would we take the foot off the gas, dude? Get rid of the picks. I'll ship fucking Max Clark for Paul Skenny right now, dude.
Yeah,
right
Skeens.
now. Go get him. Go get Skenny.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. Who fucking cares? Let's just do this.
Let's win now. Enough fucking building, enough waiting around. We're here to win.
Get the Rasheed Wallace. Go get him.
Yes.
I don't even know who it is. Just go get him. Find him. Tigers have like such an easy schedule, like on paper. Like We go Reds, Pirates, Rays, A's.
Where are the Reds at? Are they like middle of the road?
Yeah, I think they were like, I thought they were like decent for a second. Let's see what we got here. I thought they were like hot for a second, but I don't think they're hot at all. Yeah, they're middle of the road. They're 35 and 34.
Okay.
6.5 games back of the Cubs, who are obviously Cubs are one of the best teams in the league.
Okay, so it'll be good ball then, dude. I'm actually going to the game on Saturday too.
Look at you
doing
your job.
Back-to-back action.
Sure, why not, dude? Enjoy
Summer,
yourself.
Dude. Live your fucking life, bro.
Dude, you deserve it, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you
for sure. U.S. Open. We can just do some quick notes here.
Yeah.
I haven't been unable to watch this morning, but it seems like JJ Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn kill.
Spawn came out firing, -4 through 18 today. Your round one leader thus far. Then again, we are recording at 2:45 here, so a lot of guys, a lot of the big names, just teeing off. I gotta say, kind of funny. I did a little video this morning, trying to give people advice about a round one leader. Spouted off the Fat Irishman, who's one of my favorite golfers, Lowry. He finished +9 today.
Yeah, he was slapping it around.
+9.
I saw Rory was like +8 on the front and then finished like -2 on the back or something.
Really?
Yeah, he had like a god-awful front 9 and then ripped it on the back.
Sounds like me.
It does.
Bhatia?
Yeah.
Bhatia?
Yeah, big.
That was also a guy I had as a round one leader. +6. +6. So gave some really good advice. And then what did Xander do? What did Xander do? Xander +2. So combined, I was like, +17 on my round one leaders. Pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Good picks. Good picks, Frank.
Ball knower.
Yeah. For big Ryan Fox. This guy's playing out of his mind. He's in like the top 5 right now. Sam Burns is back up there. Looks like Brooks Koepka has found his way. He's through 5 -5. I'm sorry, through 5 -2. I think we're going to have a really good leaderboard here. And also it's like, I kind of feel like they overhyped this fucking course. Like they were acting like everyone was going to go out here and shoot +10. Like, dude, they're playing fine.
Yeah. I need to watch. It seems like but there are some like fucking like +9 for Lowry's like insane.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's just a bad day though. It's not like you know what I mean? Like he's just playing like shit. I don't blame that on like the course fully.
Yeah. I do feel like the scores are still low though, but I guess it is one round. You stack up a couple of 4s. It's going to be, you're right. Drying out throughout the day. All right. Well, do you got an over under for us? We can get out of here.
I do. All right. You ready for this one?
Let's do it.
Stogies.
Ooh, it's a good one. It's a really good one.
Tough. It's tough to pick a side on the Stogies, dude.
I feel like the way I'm trending, I'm going to say underrated. I'm going to say underrated underrated, final answer. If you know what you're doing with a stogie, it's good. And I feel like for most of my life, I had no clue what I was doing with it. And it was just kind of an inconvenience. And then I would like try to inhale it and get all fucked up.
Yeah.
So it was just stupid. As I get older, I'm enjoying a stogie. Number one, you always look cooler smoking a stogie if you know what you're doing. But like the other day on the golf course, I had like drinks going. We were like smoking. There's music going. There's a lot going on. I'm not playing well. No time for a stogie there. Like I didn't need another thing in my hand to be handled or to do that. Like I need to do it when I'm relaxed and chilling, can enjoy it. But when you get it in the right time and you know how to handle it, you know what you're doing. Stogies are an underrated item. I don't know what you want to call them. Underrated item. Underrated.
Okay. I'm right in between on this one too, but I am going to follow suit with you on that. I'm going to go underrated. But it does have to be the right time and place. Like if you try to rush one down and you're just fucking cheeching on that bitch and then you get a couple inhales, dude, your head is fucking spinning through the roof. You're looking over your ball and you see 3 balls down there.
Yes.
you know, and you just have to know how to measure the stogie with your beers or your seltzers. Like one of my buddy's dads told me this. He goes, I measure all of them by beers. So he's like, this Monte Cristo, this is a 2-beer stogie. This Romeo and Juliet, this is a 3-beer stogie. So he knows how many drinks he has to have until he completes the stogie in an enjoyable manner.
Yeah, and I feel like even just like, you know, navigating it, how much to not inhale, but like how much to suck in and blow out, like when to do it, keep it lit.
You gotta go a little inhale every once in a while. Like you want to feel something.
You got to taste it a little bit.
You got to feel something.
When we did opening day tailgate, there was a guy with a stogie in, and I don't know if this is the man's man, like Tim Bertoni way to do it, but he was gnawing on it, which I know people do, but he like took the tobacco out of the back of the stogie and like had it in his lip. Like I went to talk to the guy and like his whole fucking face was brown.
2 in 1, dude?
Dude, it was like too much. And he was like, I was like, hey, how you do? You know, you come down to the Tigers game? And he's just like, hold on. Like rearranged his whole mouth to like slide the dip over. And then he pulls out this like stogie that's like halfway in his mouth, like fucking dripping with. And I was just like, I don't know if that's like, again, the manly way to do it, but I was just like, I'm not interested in that personally.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. And you know what else? Like if you ever see those guys smoking stogies in their car with the window up, like you're a serial killer. You're a serial killer if you do that.
What are you doing?
Like you have to be dying in there.
Yeah. Usually people like I'm not the guy bringing the cigars. They're usually handed to me and I'll, you know, enjoy one. You know, maybe as I get older, I'll start to learn about them and enjoy them. But right now they're not top of mind, but I'm trending in that direction. And I feel like it would have just been candy ass to both of us to say.
Oh, if you said overrated, you're a fucking bitch.
You're toast, dude.
Yeah.
You can't even if
stogie
that's
guys, dude. You gotta just stogie guys.
You gotta just fucking lie. I say next episode we should all be smoking stogies like the whole time and see who does the best.
In flannels.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Sleeveless.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Sweet, dude. All right, well, that's episode 187. Thanks all for joining us. Next week, we'll hopefully have the whole gang together. Good luck on all your bets this weekend. Go Tigers, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
See you.